So I quite often get asked, what DJ lights do you have? In fact, sometimes I even get asked if I've got any lights. So I did what most sensible people are doing, and I've just set up the O2 in my conservatory. So let's get into it. First of all, these are a 7R beam. It's basically a moving light. It produces, as it says on the tin, a beam effect, and it can tilt up and down. You can tilt all the way back there, and it can pan left to right. Let me demonstrate that for you. So, yep, it can pan. It can tilt. And if it does both together, it does a circular motion. In addition, it can do various colours. Do that one. These are just preset colours that I've programmed on it, like so. And it also does what is known as a prism effect. So what that does is it splits this beam into 16 beams, and then these prism beams can also rotate, and that could also be combined with the tilting and the panning effect. They can also go on a chase so that they change colour. This can also be set to the beat of the music. So what they also have as well is they have a gobo. So each of the beams, we'll just take the prism effect off for a minute and the tilt effect off for a bit. Each of these beams has a gobo, so it's basically a shape within the beam. But on a beam, because it's so narrow, you don't really see them, but I can chase through the gobos if I want to. This here is a 19x15 watt Rgbw zoom wash. Yep, that's a mouthful. It's basically called that because it's got 19 LEDs, and they are 15 watt each, and they can do RGB, so basically you can do red, green and blue, and they also do W, which is white. It's a zoom wash because it can do a zoom effect. So as you see, it can basically zoom in and out. It can also pan, but because it's pointing directly down, it's kind of spinning on the spot. But you can combine that pan with a tilt effect. So now it's obviously doing a circular motion. And then the wash will have colours. And then if I want, I can combine the washes with the beams. I can make the beams move at the same time. I can put the washes on the chase so they go through the colours. Put the beams on the chase so they go through their colours. And if I want, while that's happening, I can also put the prism on as well, so the beam will now be on the prism, which is slowly rotating at the same time as the beam panning and tilting. So now it's gone dark, but not to worry, because what we got now is we got this. This here is called an Equinox Helix, and this is called a Gobo flower, because what it does is it projects many gobos in a circular motion, which apparently looks like a flower. This is what it looks like from the front with haze on, and this effect, I can rotate the gobos very slowly, and I can also rotate the dish, so you'll get like a prism rotating effect with that. And it can also go on a you know, a sort of spinny round routine, and that can be set to go to the music. And it has also got a slow scroll through the colours. Or I can go through the colours on a sort of timed effect, or this can actually be set to the beat of the music as well. And it's also got a change where I can go through the Gobos, which is basically the shapes that it produces. Now I use these as a pair, so I've got one up there and then I've got another one down there at the moment. So that's kind of like everything going at once. This here is a wireless LED uplighter, and by wireless, yep, it is totally wireless, no power supply into it, runs totally off battery, no data cables, it talks wirelessly to the computer which tells it what to do. This here is not part of the dance floor lighting. This is, if I do a DJ Plus uplighting package, this is the uplighting package. Well, basically I've got about 20 odd of these which will go around the room, and that will form the uplighting add-on to the DJ package. So this can be set in a colour of your choice. It's got RGB, W, amber and UV LEDs in it. So I can mix quite a lot of different colours. So obviously that's the red LED, the green LED, the blue LED, the white LED, an amber LED, and a UV LED, and can use various combinations of them to make various different colours. Like so. So let's give you a better idea of what is meant by dance floor lighting. Basically this can be on a truss overhead like that, it can be on truss podiums, which is basically trusses in the kind of vertical direction with the light on top of it. The lights could also sit on the floor as well if there's limited space, limited setup time. And in addition to the standard DJ package with the DJ lighting, I also offer a DJ lighting plus LED uplighting, which is these 20 odd of these around the room as an add-on. So that kind of explained the lighting I use. Yep, these little wireless dongles here, you just have to get the little stick in them and get the little weenie button. Turn all these off, but it's better in cables. So yeah, these are supposed to do 16 hours on the battery. I'm going to say I haven't tested it. I mean, I've done a gig. Well, I've done loads of gigs, but like it does a gig, and obviously I always make sure it's charged for the next one. But this rig's been up here like 3 days, and I've 3 evenings in a row I've been messing about and programming it. And this afternoon I kind of left these on and didn't turn them off, and they're still alive. So they probably do 16 hours. Probably not a Chinese whisper.